let's introduce the players and then we do it.
First we'll do the players.
So alternate DarKFoRcE is our lovely German blue Zerg spawning on the left bottom side of Daybreak. And of course, EG's very own DeMusliM, the handsome Devil Terran, playing with red because he's the Devil Terran.
That's appropriate because last time he played NASL, they brought him up for an interview. It was just like red, hellacious, just
and
scary to DeMusliM.
Before you can share your little story, by the way, man, DeMusliM having a 3-0 record so far in NASL Season 3, and we should not forget that he went, I believe, 8-1 in Season 2 as well. So DeMusliM really seems to love this NASL format.
He's having some good success here. I know that he's loving the format with the $150 on the line.
DeMusliM loves it.
Anyway, so Hard Rock. I really don't know if we've told this to North Americans or not. But I mean, maybe a few people have seen it, but I think you can share it. While Kev and me were living in Germany, we lived about I don't know, a short walk away from the Hard Rock Cafe. We would walk down to the tram, take a little ride across the river, and then we were at the Hard Rock. It was very close. So we would eat there on occasion. One particular day, we were laddering. Kevin was playing on his PC. I was set up actually right next to him, and I don't know how bad you were playing. I know you were losing.
Yeah, I was losing.
But I was really losing. I was like, we were talking about going out to eat, and I was like, I just want to get one win. And then like 8 games later, I still haven't won a game. And Kev's like, seriously, bro, let's get out of here. You're tilting too hard. And I was like, whatever. And so we ate at Hard Rock. We got some ribs. We got some.
Had a cocktail.
Had a cocktail.
Nice cocktail.
Got a little apple cobbler. Had a nice dinner at Hard Rock, and we came back home and we laddered some more.
Yeah, I think my record was around 3-8, which is obviously awful.
Mine was like 0-17. It was.
It was really bad.
It was laughable. I'm pretty sure I was matching with Platinum League.
So we really took our time at Hard Rock. We calmed down for 2.5 hours, had a lovely meal.
Chilled, talked about StarCraft, talked about life. Came back feeling good, and we both laddered that night. And I think Kev went 11-0.
Yeah. And
I went 9 or 10-0.
Yeah.
We both, and it's all about Hard Rock, guys. So ever since then, every time we want a ladder, we go to Hard Rock first, and we never lose afterwards.
No,
True story.
True story.
So go eat them ribs at the Hard Rock Cafe. It'll make you really good at StarCraft.
The ribs are really good, but not as good as TGI Fridays ribs. I have to add that.
Yeah, you got to get over this TGI Fridays thing, man.
Tomorrow, man, you're gonna suffer. So we see DarKFoRcE once more going head first. Poor Sen is gonna be like, hey, I want to go to a normal restaurant. No, Sen.
You get TGI.
When Todd and me are in the same place.
Eat your cheeseburger and be happy about it.
They actually do have nice burgers at TGI. And they have a nice smoothie. Do
they have anything bad at TGI? Have you ever had something at TGI that you don't like?
Ketchup. Mustard. Mustardo. We see the command center going up for the Muslim.
Mustardo?
Yeah. That's a funny, it's an old story, I can't share it, but I will tell you that. It's funny. Okay, I'll tell you real short. Before the action kicks in. Once upon a time I was in Italy for just a show match. They invited me to play a show match against Italy's best Warcraft 3 player, so I said okay. So I went there, I played the guy, I won, and I was hanging out with Vu, the very famous, how was the game called? Painkiller player, like world famous. And so we went to McDonald's and he wanted mustard, but he said like I couldn't have mustard, but they didn't speak English. So he's like, huh? And he's like, mustard, yellow mustard. And so he still didn't get it. And he's like, mustardo. And she's like, mustardo.
No way.
Yeah, I promise you.
That is so silly.
I'll never forget it. It's very silly. Anyway, focus on the game.
All right, we've got a similar opening out of DeMusliM. 1 racks fast expand into what will certainly be some reactored Hellions. Potentially a starport follow-up, as he does have that double gas. This is just becoming so standard in a lot of the TVZ matchups.
I wonder if DarKFoRcE is going for such a quick additional base once more, as we saw him do on Ohana.
Well, it's easier to get away with here because it's much easier to defend. We do see a drone going down there.
Wow, that's quick. 6 minutes and 5 seconds. That's like the time that Wydra took his third base against Chef.
It's kind of a way to metagame the fast 3 command center, which is what DeMusliM did in the last game. Now this time, if I were DeMusliM, I might mix it up and do this same opening, 2 base all in.
He doesn't have a tech lab. Yeah, he's going to get a tech lab soon on his barracks. But yeah, for instance, what he could have done is like a medevac and then try to get Stim ASAP and then move out with Hellions and Marines. So, playstyle that he used to love to use. That's what I mentioned before when Illusion started playing it a lot as well. And people were like, oh, Illusion, very nice build. And DeMusliM is like, hey, what the hell, this is my build. No, but Illusion did confirm that it was DeMusliM's build. But he's going once more for the Cloak Banshees win, so that story is irrelevant.
It is indeed.
Who could have ever thought that we would tell an irrelevant StarCraft 2 story? We would never do that.
They're always relevant in some capacity.
We don't go there.
DarKFoRcE trying to split up his Lings and be cute, but doesn't matter. 2 Zerglings will never kill 2 Hellions. And that's just the end of that story.
Yeah, I wanted to say never, but I really couldn't go there. trying to imagine a world where 2 Zerglings would kill 2 Hellions.
Maybe
if the Hellions attack each other.
Maybe if... Yeah, okay. Maybe if the Hellions are on your teammate's team and you're playing 2v2.
But this time, however, unlike on Ohana, DeMusliM does scout it straight away that DarKFoRcE goes for a really quick third base. So I wonder what he's going to do with it. And look at the Baneling that's being thrown down much quicker than in the previous map.
I like this choice. I don't know if it's going to be... No, he's on 3 bases. Obviously, he's not all in here. I guess the third base could have just been a fake. And maybe still is.
Oh, DarKFoRcE trying to get it surrounded off.
Trying to beautiful Ling micro there. Surrounds those Hellions. They should still be able to sneak away. Wow.
Man, the Lings. Them Lings. 4 Hellions fell down so far, and the other 2 Hellions very, very low on HP.
Yeah, if DarKFoRcE had chased, he would have killed them.
Yeah. I actually thought DeMusliM would have been okay with this positioning, but if the Lings get a surround off like that, they just deal a ton of damage to Hellions.
Okay, so now... Oh, it's a Spire going down. God, I swear to you, if DarKFoRCE is Baneling busted right now, he would win the game. Look at what... DeMusliM doesn't have anything. He's got those Hellions and 5 Marines.
Yeah, he got 2 Banshees, which is basically like having Void Ray against the Baneling bust.
Like this play style is so susceptible to this Baneling stuff. I don't know why more people don't do it.
The style that Dima used a lot at the Intel Extreme Masters.
Stefano's done it too. At Assembly, Stefano did something very similar to what Demaga did, but he did it with Infestors and Banelings versus Mutas and Banelings.
Yeah, I remember he was so confident he was going to win games.
And for those of you guys that aren't that familiar, what we're talking about is playing in a way that looks like kind of normal. So we were watching these Banshees fly in here, but there's Queens in position, there's detection galore, so DarKFoRCE not going to fall for that trick again.
Now I would love to see like a Quake or a Mortal Kombat animation like nullify. But yeah, sorry Ben, go ahead with your
But what we're talking about is playing in such a way that makes it look like you're doing something like standard Mutaling Bane. And instead of continuing to pump gas into your mutas, just stopping on like 5, 6 mutas, and then making like 50 Banelings and going for a huge bust, punishing Terran for not having tanks out. You can do the same thing with Infestors. Demaga did the muta style in Intel Extreme Masters Kiev, beating Cass very decisively with it.
Yeah, beating MMA the first map.
Stefano did it at Assembly, and I'm pretty sure he beat Puma with it on Antigua Shipyard. But it's possible that I'm misspeaking there. So cool stuff. Go check out those VODs if you haven't seen before. Very good builds against this fast triple orbital style.
I like that build as well, and it's also a style that's quite hard to scout for Terran, because if Terran does throw that scan down, okay, you see the Spire, you don't see that many units, you think, okay, he's saving up gas and minerals for mutas, and then suddenly you can catch him off guard with a ton of Zerglings.
I mean, it's 12 minutes in the game right now. There's 1 tank out, no siege mode. Siege mode won't be done for another 60 seconds. So you can easily have... If you can have Hive at 12 minutes, you can easily have 50 Banelings at 12 minutes. And how would DeMusliM stop that in this situation?
Oh, DeMusliM is going to end up losing both of these Banshees. Beautiful by DarKFoRcE, bringing the Overseer straight away. Probably knowing, he's probably started with creep that those Banshees are still there. And so far, this game has just been going absolutely perfect for DarKFoRcE. Got the surround up on the Hellions, killed the Hellions, didn't lose that many Zerglings. Yeah,
we see a little speck on the minimap there down outside of DarKFoRCE's base. I think it's that Tom Cruise Viking again.
Man.
I cannot wait for the mutas to go shoot him down.
DeMusliM actually likes Top Gun a lot.
Of course he does.
He loves Starship Troopers as well.
Starship Troopers is actually okay because it has boobs. Am I allowed to say that on the air?
No, we were not.
That's one of my words that's on the don't say list.
Ben is gonna get fired for saying
Oh, you're a jerk, man. Hanging me like that.
I don't think you're allowed to say jerk either.
You can say jerk.
Oh yeah. You can't say the P word. Which is not what you guys think of. It starts with PR.
I did not say boobs, Morgan, I promise.
We're allowed to say boob-o, which is kind of like silly.
What?
Yes.
Oh, mutas! No, that's not where you want to be. A lot of damage taken. One muta fell, another took critical amounts of damage. DeMusliM just setting up to secure his third base. DarKFoRcE is continuing to build on this muta vault. He's got 14 mutas. He's putting gas into mutalist attack upgrades, so that pretty much signifies that he'll continue building these mutas.
Yes. So far, DarKFoRcE didn't harass that much, but he's going to pick off that missile turret right now.
Oh, kill some of these reactors. That'd be so good. No, he wants to kill some SCVs.
Which actually I don't think that is that much of a big of a deal for DeMusliM. Wrong decision right there for DarKFoRcE. DeMusliM has 58 SCVs and he's a triple orbital. That's really pretty much all he wants to have anyway. So it makes no sense right now trying to pick off 4 or 5 SCVs. You'd rather pick off those reactors, as you pointed out.
Agree, and look at DeMusliM's reaction. This is really smart in my book. Turrets are excellent against mutas, and next time those mutas fly in, they're going to take some big damage. They're probably going to lose a couple. I love that DeMusliM is doing this because he's got that big economy. He can drop these mules. He's not at any real loss for minerals right now.
Straight away dropping those new mules on his newly acquired base. I'm loving that. I keep saying that in TVZ. Look at DeMusliM dropping all those yellow submarines. We all live in the yellow submarine. He's starting at in tours as well. And if we take a look at the army of DarKFoRcE right now, despite going for a quick baning nest, he never actually made a single baning.
DarKFoRcE is going to try to poke back into that main base, and he's making a beeline right for those turrets. This is not going to end well.
First point of view.
Whoops!
He's right.
Don't want to go there. DeMusliM moving across the middle of the map. He's managed to hit a pretty scary army supply. 120 army supply, 185 of his actual supply. He's going to push right through the center.
And DeMusliM and DarKFoRcE have quite a history when Thors come into play.
That's true. Like you said, DeMusliM going into a mass Thor style.
31 banings on the way right now for DarKFoRcE, and I really think that's a wise decision.
But he's got to get a good engagement. And does he even have baneling speed?
Yes, he has baning speed. I saw him recently.
Yeah, and there it is. And here we go. DarKFoRcE is going to go for it. He's got to be careful not to blow up on the Thors, and he's detonating quite a bit on the Thors. And wow, that's not good. Muta's stacking up painfully.
Wow. Such beautiful splitting by DeMusliM.
And that was just perfect control. DeMusliM is playing some of the sickest StarCraft I've ever seen from him. And
he's going to pick up a lot of these banings as well.
Oh, I think this is actually could be GG.
Wow.
Good night, GG, says DarKFoRcE. And he leaves the game.
Everything going well for DarKFoRcE. One bad engagement, and DeMusliM is our winner.
Yep, that's just Mutiling Bane. If you control perfectly, if your engagements are all good, if you're at different places around the map, you can spread Terran out and you can kill them. If you have one bad engagement, you've lost everything, and you're dead.
Wow. DeMusliM right now, the player with the best record in the NASL.
2-0-4-0.
2-0-4-0, flawless.
Does anybody else have that?
No. Yesterday, the players who won last week did not win 2-0
Hero plays today, so he could
I'm not saying
get there.
I'm not saying he's going to be the only one, but right now he is.